Today I fucked up by taking a pregnancy test while my husband was out of town. My husband and I have been married for 4 years. We decided to start trying out for a baby about 2 years ago after a pregnancy scare, in which we realized we were ready to start a family. Unfortunately, ever since we've been trying, the result is always negative when I think I may be pregnant because there's a symptom of something, like my cycle being late. We both even got checked over and the doctor told us that we were both fine. Some people just take longer to get pregnant than others, but every time the test would come back negative, I could see the disappointment on my husband's face. I felt disappointed too. Anyway, my husband had to go to a business conference for 5 days and just left today. I decided that while he was gone, I would take another pregnancy test because my cycle is late again, and save him the disappointment of it being negative. The FU happened when the test actually came back positive. I couldn't believe my eyes, so I went to buy 2 more pregnancy tests, and lo and behold, they both came back positive too. Now I feel really bad that I'm actually pregnant and my husband missed finding out about it at the same time as me. I also don't want to lie to him and pretend to take the test again. TLDR, after many negative pregnancy tests, where both my husband and I were disappointed, I decided to take a pregnancy test while my husband was away to save him the disappointment, only to have the test actually come out positive. I was in your situation, I'm the male. We used to do the tests together, but the disappointment was unbearable when it wasn't positive. One day, after almost a year, my partner showed up with a positive pregnancy test and felt similar to you. Shame she didn't share the moment with me. But I bulldozed through that shame at the sheer elation that I was going to be a dad. I danced, shouted with joy and didn't even register her misplaced concern. I didn't care if she found out first. I was going to be a father, I wouldn't even worry about it one bit. This isn't a FU, it is just a different way that you weren't expecting. Now you get to plan a way to tell him that will make it a fun, memorable story. Maybe when he is on his way home, ask him to pick up some off-the-wall food to tip him off. Or put some hamburger buns in the oven and ask him to check on what's cooking. Let's figure something out. And congratulations, I hope you have a pleasant pregnancy. You should come up with a fun way to tell him so he can still enjoy the excitement of the news. You'll have been trying for 2 years. Hearing the news at all is going to bring him so much joy. Congratulations. This is the most wholesome TIFU I've ever read. OP wants to spare her man's feelings and then is sad she didn't get to share the happiness right then. Girl, tell your man when he gets home and you'll be happy together. You didn't foo, you chose kindness and consideration and you're obviously stoked to tell him. He's going to be over the moon. Y'all are precious. You should do an update after you tell him. Do not call him. Do not text him. Wait until he is home and surprise him face to face. He won't care that you found out first. My wife and I were in the same boat. We tried for over a year without success. She found out in early December and waited until Christmas morning to give me a honesty as a present. Most excited I've ever been. Maybe surprise him with a nice dinner and set an extra plate at the table. You didn't FU. You wanted to see if you're pregnant and now you know you are, so congrats. I'm sure your husband will be happy and appreciate all the beautiful moments going forward with this pregnancy instead of being upset about this small instance. Find a creative way to tell him when he gets home. I hope you have a healthy and successful pregnancy and once again congrats. Take the positive test, place it in a small box, wrap it up with wrapping paper and put a bow on it. When he comes back, tell him you got him a present and hand it to him. He may have missed the exact moment, but that just means you have the opportunity to make it even more special. Get him a shirt that says something like "New Dad coming soon" or "I'm the dad," and wear just the shirt when he gets home. I promise all will be well. Winking face. Congratulations. You're right, you really effed up. The only way you can clear your name is to include as many pregnancy-related puns in your conversations with him and tell us how long it took him to figure it out. not a fuck up. If anything, it gives you a potential opportunity to have him find out in a more exciting way than looking at a stick covered in pee. XD. He can make it up to you by learning the gender first and giving you a nice surprise reveal. I'm sure he will understand. And be beyond thrilled. Call him and make sure he's sitting down for the news. Congrats. As someone who texted her husband the positive test, not even thinking that I could have waited to tell him in person, just don't do that. Go buy a baby outfit or something to surprise him with for when he gets home. You could buy a Odyssey or other baby item and write a "Hi Dad" note red heart hash. Can we stop wrapping up tests as an announcement? This is like the best fuck up you could do as a person. Congratulations, may your fuck up be a happy and healthy bundle of joy. As a husband, coming home from my work trip to good news like that would be the best day of my life. I wouldn't care at all that my wife already knew. Do something fun to surprise him with the good news. And congratulations. Congratulations. Edit to add. Anyone not saying this, 2 years of trying. 2 years. They probably thought they'd never have kids. Say congratulations Parta Popper. I've just normalized the sometimes I take a pregnancy test to soothe my anxiety about maybe being pregnant when my body is acting weird rule in my household, so my husband knows that he's gonna find out after me. It comes with the biological territory. Shrug #hash. Sounds like you should FaceTime him and tell him the good news. Congratulations. How long is he going to be away? It gives you time to either FaceTime him or order a little Odyssey that says something about daddy on it for when he returns. Amazon has such cute stuff US like that. Plan a great way to tell him. I didn't get to do the test my SO, but she gave me the "So You've Ruined Your Life" flyer from The Simpsons, and I knew what this meant and I was so happy. I honestly didn't mind not being there for the test. My wife took me out on a date. When we got in the car, she said she wanted to stop to pick up some things from a store. She drove to a Babies R Us. I bawled my eyes out in the car. Congratulations, and take the win. And surprise daddy to be when he gets home. I still remember when we found my beloved was pregnant with our last surprise baby. She had the flu. We stopped at her parents' house. Her mother took one look at her and said, "Du bist schwanger." Imagine a tough little German lady saying you're pregnant. 3 tests later, yep. And when my mother-in-law said, "How did this happen?" my darling wife said, "I don't know, ask him, it was dark." Then she didn't talk to me for 3 days. Will make his shitty work conference better. Okay, you can save this. When he gets home, have a big surprise planned out to tell him. A nice dinner and a present that has the pregnancy test in it. Maybe with a little Odyssey that says "I love my dad" or something. Turn it into something special for him. Plan a really cool surprise for him when he gets home. He's going to be so excited. Congratulations. Congrats. My ex-husband traveled a lot for work. When I found out I was pregnant, he wasn't home. He happened to be 2 hours away in another state. I ended up driving to meet him. I had a gift bag with all the positive tests in it and an Odyssey with a cute saying about dad. Getting to his location was a wild story in and of itself, as I got a flat tire and had to call a tow truck and all kinds of other nonsense, but I still kept going. Plan something cute and special and tell him when you get home. One more vote for not a FU. He'll be overjoyed, he won't care he wasn't there. You know your husband best, so you'll know if he'll want to know straight away or wait until he's home and told in person. The only thing I'd caution is that if you decide to wait until he's home, make sure you don't tell anyone else before you tell him. Congratulations. It always boggles me how when people just have casual unprotected sex, pregnant. When you actually try for a baby, it's fucking hard to preg. Why is that? I wouldn't get too worked up over it, just find a way to make a cool moment for him. My wife found out first and was able to buy one of those mugs with a sperm race on it. We have a winner. Pretty cool way to find out honestly. He won't mind. My wife always got some baby clothes and gave me a little present to announce she knew. You know first anyways because your body has triggers that mean more to you than men seeing the test. You didn't do anything wrong at all, and he will be elated. I think he will be thrilled just to know he is gonna be a father. Congratulations, the most exciting time of your life is in front of you. Plan a surprise and film it, that way he will always have the moment he found out.